Thank you so much, Mrs. Fleischer. I'm going to have Mr. Stengel bring up my presentation. I just want to begin by saying that the presentation is reformatted for this year to be consistent with sharing out the superintendent goals and the work towards achieving those goals. And so on the first slide here, you will see a reminder from last month. It's very tiny print. I don't expect anybody to be able to see it from afar. However, there is a link here for the public that takes you directly to the goals and sub-goals that were presented at last month's meeting. These goals are also included in the superintendent report from last month that can be found in board docs. What you will find is at the bottom of these slides, if it corresponds with a goal, the goal is listed in there as well. So the first thing that I'm going to provide an update on this month is the Professional Development Committee. As you know, in March of last year, we developed a Professional Development Committee. The committee currently consists of approximately 45 employees with representation from each work group. Over the summer, a subgroup was established to continue planning for the 24-25 school year, and that subcommittee has continued throughout the beginning of this school year. We are currently planning for the November 4th, 2024 in-service day. The day will be organized into a conference model focused on the areas of instruction, culture, safety, and artificial intelligence, and the sessions will be delivered by district teachers, administrators, and staff. This aligns with goal number 1 in the superintendent and district goals. The second thing that I'd like to provide an update on is the Curriculum Council for grades K-12. This year, we have a newly created elementary teacher leaders that have been identified to represent the same content and department for grades K-12. Previously, we had this for grades 6 through 12. We've now added elementary to make it a K-12 model. Curriculum Council will meet quarterly. At the secondary level, quarters 4 and quarter 1 will be used to propose course changes and revise the program of studies. At the elementary level for Q4 and Q1 will be used to set, review department level goals for the upcoming school year, based largely on recommendations from the department's program review or the review of data. Quarters 2 and 3 will meet as a K-12 team to discuss topics and issues that apply to the district's vertical alignment of curriculum and or other practices. And then the Curriculum Council will be asked to give feedback to the Professional Development Committee as well. This update aligns with goal number 1. The next one is to walk to the school with superintendent. This is my most favorite part of the school year. It is a lot of fun getting to know our community in a different way. This year, I learned that practical shoes sometimes work better when you're climbing a mountain, which we do have those inside our community. And the families were very kind to give me a heads up before we left on our trek. In addition to that, it's a really nice way to meet families. And these are a collection of the students and families that I met along the way. I really, really enjoy this as we kick off the school year, and I hope that I know that this will be something that I do every year because it is a lot of fun. This particular item aligns with goal number 4. The next piece is a safety and security notification. As many of you know from our weekly updates, our evacuation drills are being conducted in September and October. Schools will communicate with families prior to the drill. The following message was sent out via LEBO alerts to the entire community, which is basically saying that we're conducting these evacuation drills at each school through October 31st, and to please use caution when driving. We completed the high school evacuation last week. It went well. They learned a lot from the evacuation, and people were very kind to us on the streets. Sometimes they do a lot of beeping. This year I didn't hear any, so I was very thankful for that. A follow-up email will be sent at the conclusion of the evacuation drills, and again, we'd like to thank the municipality and the Mount Lebanon Police and Fire Departments for their assistance during these drills. Our next update is the safety partnership meetings. This year, the district will implement and host 3 safety partnership meetings. The first 2 will involve discussion, planning, and potential training with the school district administrators and Mount Lebanon Police, Fire, and as well as MRTSA. And the third will consist of a community forum in the spring. We scheduled the first 2 meetings for October the 15th from 9 to 11 a.m. and then from January 14th from 9 to 11 a.m. At that first meeting, we will select the date for our community forum as a group. And this is aligned to goal 4. The next item is the Business Roundtable for 24-25. Last year was our first year to hold a Business Roundtable. We've seen an increase for this year in terms of the number of people who have signed up. If you are a business in the area and are interested in signing up, please feel free to reach out to my office so that I can put you on our list. This year, we will hold 2 Business Roundtable meetings. This is an opportunity twice a year for us as a school district to engage with local business stakeholders. Our first meeting will be Wednesday, October the 9th at 12 p.m., and then Tuesday, March 12th at 12 p.m. will be our second meeting. And these are the list of organizations that have supported us over the course of the last year in this new practice. The next thing is PSBA. So as you know, if you've been following our meetings, we are updating our policies to align with the Pennsylvania School Board Association Policy Manual. We put through 3 policies last month. 103, which is discrimination, harassment affecting students. 104, which is discrimination, harassment affecting staff. And 249, which is bullying and cyberbullying. As a result of implementing those new policies, there are 3 different policies that we retired from our previous policy manual. GBAA and JBA, which is discrimination, unlawful harassment, sexual harassment of students and or staff, and JICD, which is anti-bullying. This particular update aligns to both goals 3 and 5. We are currently creating administrative regulations for these policies, which will be shared with the board in the next couple of weeks. We are deep into September. We have quite a few policies that we'll review tonight, and I'll make sure that those updates are provided next month as well as a recap. The final thing that I have for everyone this evening is our strategic plan timeline. As I shared last month, this is the year for us to develop a new strategic plan. And rather than just saying we're developing a strategic plan, I thought it was important for the community to see the timeline in which we will be conducting this process for the strategic plan. The process will be led by the instructional or executive council. We'll be working on that together. And you'll see that on September the 29th, we'll send out an email announcing the strategic plan process. In October, we will complete a strategic plan survey of staff, families, and students in grades 5 through 12, meaning students in grades 5 through 12. Everybody else, it's the whole district, and school board of directors. In November, we'll provide an analysis of that survey data. In December, we'll review the survey data. January through February, we'll conduct virtual and in-person focus groups as a follow-up to the survey data. At the February board meeting, we'll present findings from the focus group to the public. February through April, we'll conduct work sessions with planning groups, which include staff, administration, board, PTA, students in the community, to develop goals and a timeline for completion, review and revise mission and vision, develop an action plan, and develop a plan for reviewing and monitoring progress. At the May board meeting, we will present a draft plan to the school board of directors. May to June, at the board meeting, we'll make revisions to the plan, and then at the June board meeting, we would vote on the final plan. Between July 2025 and June of 2031, we'll provide an update to the school board of directors, staff, families, and community on progress towards achieving the strategic plan goals. All of this information will be shared in an email, and as always, this presentation will be shared in board docs for your view after the meeting. And that's all the updates that I have for this month.